You know I'm holding a knife in here, and you know what's bloodier than this knife? You when I get out of here!
Hello, welcome to my sex dungeon. Today we're going to be showing you the YJ life-size animated BDSM clown. This is the worst intro I've ever come up with. Yeah, today I have to review the YJ 2021 remake Bloody Bag of Jokes. Now, this prop came out in 2013 initially, part of the Clown Train theme, along with things like Wacky Mole and then Thrashing Clown over there. And there were 3 more. I currently own half of the Clown Train, technically. Yeah, this guy was remade in 2021, along with Wacky. He was teased extremely early, like in the first Graveyard Shift trailer, which everybody was pissed about, because he didn't release until like 3 months later. I think his actual official release was like November 15th or some shit. I don't know. He released so fucking late. It was weird. He's the second prop in Spirit history to have been released after Halloween. The first one being Lord de Carnivar, I think in 2019. Either 2019 or 2020. I can't remember. I think it was 2019 though. He was also coincidentally a upside-down hanging prop made by YJ. This guy was remade. He's currently still on the website, along with the Amazon store for most people. He's, I think, 180, if I recall correctly. I got him for my birthday after my parents found a, they were able to get a coupon for Spirit. So he came out to be like 150 or something. And he, oh my god, I fucking love this prop so much. He's great. I always liked 2013 Bloody Bag of Jokes. I always preferred Zombie Bait. Out of the 4 YJ, like upside down hanging props, being Zombie Bait, Bloody Bag of Jokes, fucking Cocoon Corpse, and then Lord de Carnivar, personally my favorite was always Zombie Bait, who I am still determined to get eventually. But my second favorites are de Carnivar and Bloody Bag of Jokes. They're kind of tied. Fuck Cocoon Corpse though. Bloody Bag of Jokes, I love him. He's so charming. He just tells shitty jokes. It's great. He's not the best clown prop ever made, of course, but honestly, I just absolutely love his character so much. He just tells shitty jokes. It's fantastic. His backstory is really fucked up too. It goes essentially, he had a comedy routine and nobody liked his act, so he kept cutting up himself and then self-harming and mutilating his body to get attention from an audience, and then he put himself in the bag and nobody's seen him come out since. It doesn't make much sense, especially considering the fact that the bag says the word morgue on it, but whatever, maybe he just got a fucking morgue bag, I don't fucking know. But whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. I like that backstory, it's cool. Yeah, he is not drastically different from the original in, like, any way. He's better in a couple of ways. He, is more durable, I think, at least seemingly, since his mouth doesn't move quite as much as the original one did, because the original one, it would bob the entire head up and down, which I sort of didn't like. I never liked it. I always thought it looked really stupid. So this guy, they toned it down and made it more realistic looking, and also they changed how his jaw works, so now it actually just moves the mouth, and, like, the mouth on mine especially moves really well. Like, it goes up pretty far. And then the mechanism that actually makes him shift around was changed from the original Bloody Bag of Jokes mech, which was also the Zombie Bait mechanism. They changed it to the mechanism that was made initially for Hung Up Zombie, and I think 2015 he was made, which I kind of, honestly, he moves around a bit less, but in all honesty, I kind of like the new movement a lot better, because it's more plausible, at least in my opinion. It's more creepy to me, because he looks more like he's actually a dude trying to get out of a bag. Like, it's more plausible as human movement, as opposed to just vigorously swinging around. on the original, which I didn't like for Bloody Bag of Jokes. It worked better for Zombie Bait a little bit at least, but for Bloody Bag of Jokes, I never really liked it a lot. And besides, it would always since he would swing around so much, you would hardly be able to see any of his other movement. But now with the newer mech, he actually looks more plausible, like a human wriggling around in there. The only thing I never liked about Bloody Bag of Jokes was his lack of actual clown makeup. It's really just the white grease paint, which is why my friend, Painter Bitch, she put a little bit of the, like, triangle type things on there. It's not horribly noticeable, but, like, I honestly really like how it turned out. It's just some small little detailing to add to him, you know? The way he comes, is, everything is, like, hot glued together. This around the neck is hot glued, but I took it off because he honestly moves a lot better without it on there. Because it doesn't restrict him in nearly as much, and honestly the mouth also moves better without it on. And there's a little glob of hot glue that stops the zipper from going up, because this is just an actual zipper. But I took that off, and there was a piece of hot glue up here that held like a black cloth onto the mechanism, and there wasn't really much of a use for it, so I took that off as well. And he generally kind of moves a lot better now, so yeah, if you want to do that if you get yours, then it doesn't harm him at all. He is pretty damn loud. He's currently the last YJ prop to use the older speaker module, because the thing is, I don't think they can physically use the newer one, like the big one that all the companies kind of shifted towards. Because they started as of last year using that one, like with 2021 was actually the first year they kind of started that. And DeCarnivore was the last prop that was sold with the old one. Because Angeline in 2020, I think, still had the small one, but then the 2021 model got the bigger one. And Bloody Bag of Jokes and Lord DeCarnivore still, since of course they share pretty much a similar frame, they use the same one, which is fine. The speaker is pretty damn loud. His audio quality isn't the best, but I figured out that it's not actually because of the speaker, it's because the recording itself is really shitty. Like, I plugged it into my really good stereo, like with professional quality speakers, and it still sounded like shit. I think it's just because of how YJ records their audio. So, like, it's not really a fault of the speaker, and honestly, on him, it works pretty well. It's not... I don't know. It doesn't really bug me, but on like characters, like I plugged Wally into the same stereo and it was like crystal clear. I know that Henry Hustle and like other Crazy Create props, they just use the completely uncompressed version of the audio, which is fucking crazy. But on YJ, I think since also it was the original already compressed audio from 2013 is why it sounds kind of shitty, but I don't mind it at all. I think it works on him. I don't never really mind audio quality on props, as long as it's not like atrocious, you know? Different characters can work with different audio quality. The only one it's ever really bugged me on is the fucking Posable Reaper. I fucking hate his speaker so much. But yeah, I'll get to activating him now, shall we? I lost my wireless remote thing, so currently I'm just slapping a step pad with a pool noodle. One of these ones that I use for padding.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Walking in here upside down like that? Isn't all the blood rushing to your feet?
Yeah, see how it's like more plausible that it's actually just a dude moving in there? I like it a lot better. It actually looks a lot creepier in my opinion.
Say, how about getting me a drink? I get really thirsty just hanging around like this. How about a Bloody Mary with a long, long, twisty straw?
I'll zoom in more on his face now. Well, yeah, there's 3 phrases. That's really all about him. I love this guy. Definitely get him. He's still on the website, and I presume he'll stay on there for a while. Unless they pull a wacky mole and just never restock him for no fucking reason. But I'm hoping that they don't do that. Anyway, but yeah, this has been BDSM Clown Reviews. And next week, I'm going to be reviewing the Seasonal Visions Life-Size Peggy Mole.